Hello, folks. Today is a sunny day. It just got sunny. A few minutes ago, it was actually more, say, dim. So it's actually 2 p.m. here at Bangalore in Karnataka in India. I just wanted to talk about, how people give up on people. People give up on others, a group of people and whatnot. People, they give up very easily on others. For example, I was just talking to a colleague and he was saying how we don't have enough people for running for a event. It's a running event where there are different categories like individual runs, 24-hour run. So yeah, people run for 24 hours. And then there are group runs wherein a group of people run for I think 12 hours. So 6 people, each person 2 hours, and they run for 12 hours like that. So these are of course, paid events. Interestingly, this event happens within a stadium, and I heard the cost for this event is I think some 5K or something is what I heard. I still haven't checked it out officially. But the thing is this, right? Like he was saying how we don't have runners, and he wanted all the runners from our company because he mentioned it's a corporate event. I noticed that only one thing mentioned corporate team, others were not specifically corporate event or team and whatnot. Anyways, I just wanted to say that people just give up on others very easily, and you know. They just think that people can't do it, right? They lose hope on people, they give up on people. They're they can't do it. Reminds me of the Pygmalion effect, which is basically where people try to understand, like say that what do you say, you can't do something, and their actions are all based on that. Then the actions are actually exposed to the people who actually are affected by this. For example, a teacher says to the student, or acts or not says or does any action in such a way that the student feels like they can't do it, right? Because the teacher thinks that the student can't do it, and she or he, whoever is a teacher, does all their actions in such a way that it's clear that the teacher thinks that the student can't do something, right? Say learn some subject or concept or whatever. Then in that case, it's possible that the student also responds to this action, responds to this behavior of the teacher, and say they don't really do what or they don't really end up doing whatever the teacher thought, like as in like teacher thinks that this person can't learn this concept XYZ, the student is not able to learn the concept XYZ, right? So same is true, say in a team where there's a coach and there's a player, say basketball coach, basketball player, and the coach thinks that the basketball player cannot do it, cannot put shots and whatnot, then they can't probably do it. It's called Pygmalion effect, but I don't know if it's properly proven and all. But I just wonder if the person who is actually affected by this, because someone believes or thinks that someone else cannot do it, the other person then gets affected by it. Let's say I am the student and there's a teacher, and the teacher thinks I can't do it and does every action in such a way that they think that I can't do something. Can I actually move past this and still be able to learn things, do things, though the teacher thinks that I can't, right? Something for me to research about. You can actually check out about Pygmalion effect by this popular, awesome, it's crazy awesome YouTube channel called Sprouts. They explain concepts using animation. They have very, very interesting videos, so you can check it out. I just wanted to say that you shouldn't just give up on people. I know I have given up on people a lot of times. I still do a lot of times when it comes to health stuff, food stuff, exercise stuff. But then it's not really optimistic. I think it's important to be a bit more optimistic and try to actually do actions and see if he can actually find some solutions, find people, let's say in this case, find people for the run, for the event and whatnot, and make it work, right? And not just look at problems, and try to actually look for solutions also. Though the intentions are usually right. For example, this person, my colleague, does want people to run, and he does want to go for the event. He doesn't want this problem, yes, but his actions, are they helping it? His thoughts, are they helping it? Probably not, right? So he just did the minimum thing, like minimal stuff to actually get people, and that's all. He didn't move forward. He just gave up on people, and he just gave up, and he said we can't do it, right? And and he was also asking me, did I prepare? And I was like, yeah, I didn't prepare for it or think about it much, because I have other runs also. So, but the interesting thing is, I can run, say, for 2 hours, but I don't know if he thinks I can. And I was saying that, we can actually call the people within our company who actually ran the company marathon, the 5K run, not marathon, but 5K run. And he was like, their best was 30 minutes for 5 kilometers, and his best is 25 minutes or 24 minutes something. He was bragging, right? He was showing off, or he was just saying that he is better than them and whatnot, or they can't do it or whatever, right? Maybe he's better than them, or maybe he's not, I don't know, but they can still come and do this run, right? Like, we can ask them, but I don't know. I was just trying to suggest some ideas, solutions and whatnot, but he was just shooting it down. I was fine with it. I was just wondering, like, okay, and basically he has just given up on hope. So yeah, but I can understand. He's probably just ignorant, or he's just being very, very realistic and like very pessimistic than optimistic, and trying to focus his actions on based on optimism. Than he's not doing that, trying to focus his actions on optimism. Instead, his actions are pretty much based on pessimism and say realism, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think it's important to actually act based on optimism and try to focus on getting to the solution and getting into the solution, and then just focusing on the problems. So yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.